In many ways, this is, as I've traveled to college campuses in my state just in the last month, I've been to Ohio State and Wright State University in Dayton, near Dayton, University of Cincinnati, and Cuyahoga County Community College in Cleveland. There's been a disappointment, again, in the United States Senate and the House of Representatives in not following what the president wants to do to keep interest rates at 3.4%. We know that 5 years ago, President Bush signed legislation passed by a Democratic House, a Democratic Senate, with good bipartisan support to lock in at 3.4% interest rates for 5 years. It was bipartisan then. When we come forward and try to do this again, we see, again, Republican reluctance to step forward and do this in the right way. We're paying for this by closing a tax loophole. Some have called it the Newt Gingrich, John Edwards tax loophole because consulting and lobbying firms and big law firms like them have been able, not illegally, but been able to avoid this tax to the tune of tens of thousands of dollars. We want to close that tax loophole and instead choose middle class and working class and poor students to give the opportunity to get these subsidized Stafford loans at 3.4%. The average student in my state, the average four-year college graduate has a $27,000 debt. It means when they graduate, it's already hard enough to find a job to pay back their student loans. It's hard enough. It's already hard enough for them that they with that kind of debt, it's hard to buy a house. It's hard to start a business. It's hard to start a family and do many of the things that they want to do. If we're going to pile on more debt, as Senator Reid said, another $1,000 of debt on them, it's just unconscionable. That's why it's essential today that both parties join in locking in this interest rate at 3.4% for another year until we can bipartisanly work out a larger deal to make this, to provide this assistance to college students around the United States. My wife was first in her family to go to college. Her father carried a union card, a maintenance worker at Cleveland Electric Illuminating Electric Company, and she graduated from Kent State University with student debt of less than $2,000. This generation has not been so fortunate. We have no business, in a moral sense and in a practical sense, we have no business to pile more debt on these young people behind us and all over this country.